U Filsona. Szczęść Boże, lecimy. Gdzie jest kurde? Naprawimy mu broń, jeśli się uda. No oko. Będę czekał. Śpiewające wody. Zaraz to, jak ja mam znowu. To jak ja mam naprawić? Lecimy.
Good day. My name is Desardet from the...
Yes, my little brother. He left...
Your Denegat asked me to help you. And
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt.
can you describe your brother?
He is young, rather tall. He is such a nice boy, but he is...
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared, where, and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing.
And you cannot remember?
No, he was full of joy.
Did your brother have it?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant He didn't get along particularly well with the master and perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with...
It's still a lead.
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual, but he no longer wants to share. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches.
What do you think most likely?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become... but he knew how to avoid them. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a...
You think the missionaries might have sought...
I don't know. But he might have...
I will go and see. Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The mine shakers. They came here. They said it was a perfect place, where all is...
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must... Now, their stories of light are difficult, but my brother fought with them. They gave trouble to a young girl. He told me that these mind shakers were liars. I don't really know what to think. If they took them...
This story about the fight compels me. What can you tell us about the...
They are beasts that live near in all our memories, only if you approach their nest.
Yes, Katasak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point...
I know where to find one. My brother should not have left the village alone.
I must be leaving.
Dobra, przynajmniej tak chciał pogadać. Spoko mordę. Rozbudowana ta misja, dużo będzie pytać trzeba. Aha, tutaj trzeba było to naprawić.
Here is your weapon. It is...
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before. It may be that you are more on Almanawi. During my walks, I saw a great tent. I felt that he...
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong. And the others I placed traps all around it.
You say he doesn't have his place here.
That he was brought here to attract the other, but I cannot prove this. That is why I...
The brother of the young fisherman told me that you do not get along.
We have had arguments from time. This boy is too quick to anger.
And you didn't try to rid yourself of him?
Of course not. None of...
I must be going.
Przepraszam, musiałem psiknąć. No zrobię, dziękuję. Taki żart.
Good day. I've been sent here by...
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the mind shakers.
It is for that very reason that I'm here.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does...
She is a very beautiful young woman.
Is she very careful? Does she...
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed.
How long has she been...
2 nights have gone by since. But she never returned. I called for...
Do you know where she usually goes?
Certainly. In the clear?
Is there anyone in the village?
No. No, everyone loves her.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The mind...
What do you think has likely happened?
She might
Pewnie
have
to
been
jest tak
attacked by the
rabatem
Tenlands. But it was early,
You-
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? Was your sister fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared?
They have known each other since they were little.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the mind...
I couldn't care less about her reputation. An engagement can be broken. If you know...
I have told you all I know. My sister is certainly wounded.
Very well. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their...
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting. But now, they are everywhere. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter.
Very well. I will go and investigate.
It is possible, because before they...
Could you tell me anything about the mission?
They are Monasenag. They think that they can
Monasenag.
take anything they did.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. I believe that they take the young to serve. They wanted to take my sister like that. As if she were a too.
The one who's also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and... I must leave now.
To lecimy dalej. Mamy tak dużo dropów. Chodźmy najpierw tam. Tak dużo tropów, że szkoda gadać. Ładne te wioski, w sensie są podobne, ale się różnią. I tak. To dobrze, że to podkreślają. Raczej jest to
Given the
zauważenie.
presence of the tenons in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here.
No, są śmieci, ale są niebezpieczne.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Że ulepszyłem. O, mam się. Kręcą, czy to nie? Tak, są to co
The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest.
To ciekawe zbieg okoliczności. Ja się wystraszyłem. Zbiała. Lecz. Się wystraszyłem. Topisz się kończy. Mam nadzieję, że tych mikstur mi starczy do wybuchów. Wysadzenia. Tak jak petardy miał Wiedźmin. Tu mamy też takie różne rzeczy. Tu nie przejdę. Chociaż nie da się. Tu się oczywiście nie da przejść. A sprawdzimy to od razu. Ta mapa jest taka nie do końca dokładna, dlatego odległości tam są pokazane większe niż tutaj, które realistycznie są bliższe odległości. Tylko się tak często gubię, jakby co? I tak sprawdzam. A, to jest transport. Jezus Maria. Ale oni to rozwalają. Boska kurtu lepszeni są bardzo dobrzy. Kurt syn dwuręczny, a ten zatruty ostrzał. Nie, on ma ten legendarny młotek czy coś tam, nie wiem. Jakąś legendarną, tak, więc jest lepszy. Teraz tam. Coś słyszę. Tam coś jest.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Teraz już.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Czyli jak zapłacić? Z tych potworów wypada więcej rzeczy, więc wiecie. Monety są ważne. Dobra, walka.
We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here. The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the enemy.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Oczywiście biorę sobie obecnie, mam rogi w ogóle. Trochę takie jaszczurowate. Ptakowate. Jak się patrzy, dziwne takie dinozaury. Pośledzone. Bum. Rado misjonarzy. Może coś wiedzą. A pewnie to jest ich obóz lub coś. Tylko gdzie jest trzecie siedlisko? Aha, tam. Daleko. Jest posterunek. Słońce.
Good day. I'm the legate of the congregation of merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Could you tell me what your mission is?
We must return these lost souls. We have constructed the perfect village in this protected paradise. they can receive divine teaching.
Have you heard about the 10?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but we offered them our help.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts, to chase only a few away would be of no use.
You haven't been victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlands is some... Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that these creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who are sending them against these poor people? They maintain them in a state of... There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child.
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart.
And you expect us to obey him? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow. No, my child. We will not leave this...
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart.
And you expect us to leave? No, my...
I must go. We're going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through their One more thing.
Yes?
I must go.
Taki błąd, że jego żołnierz. Szukaj rzeczy, no okej. Już mam pomysł, jak to zrobimy. Aha, nie da się. Co to jest? Da się. Czy będzie naokoło? Dobrze, że jesteśmy spostrzegawczy.
I need a bit of practice.
Dobra, chyba zrobić. Trzeba zresztą ten wigor 1, bo jednak... Tak będzie łatwiej. Stawiłem ten talent na później, więc jednak się przydaje.
How can these so-called religious men dare to abuse these young people? I thought that the word of the Enlightened was very clear on this subject.
One more thing.
Yes?
I found a document in your belongings. The content is quite enlightening. Your missionaries have forgotten the divine teachings. Are not all forms of abuse against your religious commitments?
A few missionaries did stray from the path. This is true. But you should have never read that.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Jestem pokonany. Widzę komuś.
Things are about to get dicey. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Dobra, nie. Zrobimy to inaczej. Najpierw spróbujemy odszukać te dzieciaki.
Can these so-called religious men dare to abuse these young people? I thought that the word of the enlightened was very clear on this subject.
One more thing.
Yes?
I must go.
Dobra, w takim razie, gdzie teraz trzeba się udać? Chyba się tam uda nam dostać. Tam i w górę rzeki, dobra, lecimy. Powód. Więc tak to utarnąć. To co to? Kolejny tam. Wiadomość. Zapisek. Zapis kolejny. Dostępny. Nice. Latające bestie.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Lepiej nóżko. Szybko padają, dobrze, że tak ulepszyliśmy naszą ekipę. Starczy nam dłuższy czas. Na dłuższy czas.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Szedł się. Co? To
Things are about to get
jest.
dicey.
Czego? Jakiś potwór. Czemu tego nie jest ucięte? Podoba mi się. Jak mam to pokonać? Nie przekonam. to pokona mnie, to jest boss. Się pytam tylko raz, dlaczego ja na to trafiłem w ogóle? Czego tutaj było w ogóle? Mam nadzieję, że nie będę miał konsekwencji za to, że to zabiłem. Tutaj się wnerwię. Ale teraz wyglądam. Wypas. Pięknie, pięknie. Jest żywy czy martwy? To jest takie podanie. Sprawdzimy najpierw tam. Ciało? Nie.
A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left these behind. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail.
Nie, to nie to. To jest inne bestie. Bo my tu już raz chodziliśmy. Już byliśmy na tym terenie, już pamiętam. To nie sprawa. Krew. To jest ta jaskinia, o której mówili. Czekać, najpierw zniszczymy może to. Zniszczmy najpierw jej bazę. Dziwne. Fajnie, że jest dużo tych znajdziek. Gdzie teraz ten piękny pancerz znaleźliśmy ambasadora z Sereny. Idealnie do nas pasuje. Tutaj przejdźmy.
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area.
O, i wiewiór się przydał. Są one.
I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Jest. Mam.
The third nest is destroyed. The master hunter will be relieved to hear it, I'm sure.
Teraz lecimy po tamtych do jaskini. To trzeba aktywować, czy to nie to? Nie, to jakieś po prostu miejsce. To do jaskini. Coś jest. Ja tego od razu nie zauważyłem. Nic ci opłaca się wszystko eksplorować. Zawsze coś. Historii.
That cavern seems home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenland the hunter spoke of.
Na pewno to będzie. O, talent. Chyba z napisem tego awansowałem aż tak wysoko. Jest tu.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Słyszę żarci.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Three corpses. One is older than the others. Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. The two others are more recent. A man and a woman. Our missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate. I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
And we wonder why the natives have a bad opinion of us. On my blade. And let's go! You can ward off this fate! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Nie dam radę. Spancerzenie jest jakieś cwane. Powinien w nim być. Zniszczyć to trzeba.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
Tu co jest? Wychodzimy stąd. Później jeszcze w prawo. Już coś znajdziemy. Nie ma nic, nie ma.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fight! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Walka nie jest.
Need healing!
Pytanie teraz, czy iść najpierw do misjonarza? Czy do mędrca? Do matki misjonarki, przepraszam. Tamtej żywcem pożaru jest straszny. Najpierw pójdziemy do misjonary. Ubranie lekko rozszarpane do kości obżarte, no nieźle. Ale misja ciekawa, rozbudowana i połączona to najlepsze. Kolejne.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fight!
że kolejnego potwora tu nie było. Bo nie wytrzymał kolejnego leszego, czy tam... Dobra, nie żyje. Ci znowu. Dobra, no, nie wytrzymam kolejnego takiego założonego levela. Zawsze muszę trafiać na jeszcze większą liczbę potworów. Nie chodzi na to, co pamiętać. Zawsze pełną drogą.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Move away.
Szczęść Boże, widać, że ktoś się pojawił na streamie. Mam nadzieję, że się dogadam z Asuką, znaczy panią misjonarką. W dobrej kolejności. Znowu coś. No może nie wiem.
One more thing.
Yes?
I fought against a great number of tenants. One that was quite spectacular.
Ale pięknie wyglądali.
A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others, attract them.
A beast sent by the demons.
Stop taking me for a fool. We also found a journal. I have only one piece of advice to give you. Leave, and quickly.
We shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known.
Perhaps you should be more concerned about your own soul, sister.
Udało się. Teraz trzeba pogadać, że ci nie żyją. No to jest kamień, już myślałem, że to kolejna bestia. Przez chwilę. Niestety umarł, nie zawsze wszystko w tym, że kończy. dostaniemy do wioski wreszcie. Ile tych bestii tu biega. Fajne nawet. Dobra, jest piękne. No trudno było
Well,
to.
on Almanawi, have you found...
I found him, but
Andivush Dire. He knew every stone on our lands.
he had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and at 10 I found both of them.
How terrible. I must recover his body. To give it up.
With the body of the girl he loved. But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlands might still...
I have a duty owed to my little brother.
I must be leaving.
Taka misja wykonana. Twórcy nas polubią jeszcze bardziej nieźle. Zapacznę nad wodą. Teraz stąd trzeba pogadać. Tu ich bestie zabiję. Tego
Do you
konia
have any
leśnego.
news? Do you know where my sister is?
Entacz tam.
Yes.
Jaszczyk.
I'm truly
Dzikiego
very sorry.
niemieckiego. Dobrze mi się
no.
amunicja.
Nah.
I found her body in the lair.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts?
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time... I'm so sorry.
I must bring her body back.
You should not go alone. I killed as many...
I shall follow your counsel.
I must leave now. The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenland, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
Jeszcze z tym polegam. Rozbudowa misja zakończona praktycznie.
May the beasts answer your calling, on Almanawi. You are... The village will at last.
Okej. Miło. O, tu woda jest. Tu jest. Pieniążki.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenland down, who was enraging his kind. The attack should no longer trouble you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, although they were not willing to reveal their involvement in the...
And so they were in some way responsible.
They brought a particularly large beast here.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our
In the end, we found the missing young ones. But alas...
undivorced tear end.
Will you agree to accompany me now?
I have packed what is needed.
Miło, że rusza z nami. Dotrzymuję słowa. This pain, that pain.
This pain. It'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set
Ten lekarz jest
ablaze,
dziwny, bo nie widać jego twarzy.
consumed by a smoldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost
Malach,
to the
to
Reaper
jest
of
właśnie ta
Souls?
choroba.
You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisach, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help
Ciekawi
you.
jest ten Sonofaus healer.
Stay.
I am here for you, Rnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you.
The mage doctor of Teleme put on quite a show of light. Lovely. But it had no remedial effect. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Bardzo smutna nowina. Ale ważne, że żyje. Się smutna nowina z tym, że jest tak szybko postępuje choroba. Malachior, choroba krwi. Powoli się ślepnie, cierpi się, wszystko boli, każdy mięsień. Z opisów tak wnioskuję.
I need to speak with you, my...
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about...
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena. And to do this, you'll have to face a champion.
That would effectively raise the odds.
That may be the case, but the
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that
And by doing so, you'll win something...
This will make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for...
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you say?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battle. So, what do you say?
Dobra.
It's a complicated plan, but...
Let's go back to the St. Matthias bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest him.
Czekajcie, przymknę kogoś. Zrobimy to, potem coś zjem i chyba skończę. Ale jeszcze nie. Będziemy z biura ruszali. To hotelem w takim wypadku. Potem szukamy obozu ekspedycyjnego. San Mateus. Mateus. San Mateus czy Mafeus? Nie wiem. Kurde, piękna jest ta gra, piękna. Wciąga totalnie. Aż żal, że to się przechodzi raz tylko tak, z takim zachwytem. Chociaż nie wiadomo, może zagram to jeszcze raz kiedyś. To mocniej. I to jest tak, z takim samym zachwytem. Jeśli w ogóle udało się to skończyć. Myślę, że ta gra zajmuje tak mało miejsca na dysku. Jest taka dobra. Tu ma 12 GB było. To dziwne, ale jakoś tak było. Pasuje nam ten ubiór, szczerze mówiąc, bardzo. Z czarnym pogadania mam.
Good day. Welcome. You here to wait?
I want to challenge the
Oh, not another rich prince's son. Sorry, laddie, but in order to confront a champ...
But I'm no...
There are no exceptions. No. To have the right to confront a champion, you'll have to win at least... Run along now.
I will leave you alone until your reputation in the arena is this. There's no point in following your trail for days.
Yes, that's wiser.
Let me know if you need me.
Of course, Petrus.
Arena strażników Tenara.
Ready to excite the... Perfect. My lords and ladies, here is a new team of fighters, taking to our...
Let's go!
Ready?
I need to get going.
Huh.
Protect me in this battle.
And let's go!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Dlatego jest tak trudno, udało mi się. A jest potworem walczy.
Protect me in this battle.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Excellent. And the... Perfect. You saw them win the first challenge with audacity. And here they are.
Protect me in this battle.
And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
pleasure, our
O, to
team.
może tak gówno.
Excellent.
Maybe an enemy will take me in this battle. Put a poison on my blade. Then let's go! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Let's see if we can ward off this fate.
Weź to. Weź to nie zabiję.
Careful! The wounds! May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Kurde, ile to teraz.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Marnowało mi się. A to teraz ma to zasadę. Jakieś
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
ciekawe te walki przecież.
Excellent. And the public...
I czwarte wyzwanie.
I need to get...
To teraz dawać mi mistrza. Jeśli tam nie cacko, mistrza dawać od razu. Mistrza na klaty i lecimy.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager?
I've done what you asked.
I have to admit that you've surprised me. You have Let me think. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel. Your friend, as soon as you're ready, you'll just need to go and...
We should go and see Candy Cane so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet.
No to do cukiereczka.
We'll make you dance, lad, brothers. Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Come here. Let's see if you can ward off this
Nie wiem, czemu się tak rzucił w błąd. Jezu, ile obciążenia. Ta piękna muzyka. Tak.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Nie ma opcji, żeby poczekać. Dajcie mi to. Wymienimy kurt. Nazwa będzie kurt. Gdzie go na przykład jak co nas uczą walki, więc będzie dumny, jak będziemy wygrywać. Bo raczej wygramy ten pojedynek. Tak zakładam przynajmniej. Amunicja się przyda. To wiadomo. Dzięki temu, że mam obok siebie Wasko, jest większe prawdopodobieństwo na więcej zysku. Bo on daje boost do intuicji, bo mamy przyjaźń, więc jest good. Zająć. Ogień wygląda trochę jak te podświetlone ten żar wyglądał podświetlone skrzynki, więc myślałem, że coś zasnąłem, no cóż, trudno, nie tym razem. Przepraszam, że też mało gadam, jest trochę zmęczony, nie mam co gadać. Nie mam humoru. Takie rzeczy. Ale przynajmniej sobie gramy, więc jest fajnie. Jeśli mi są słuchać, to mi przykro. Mam gdzieś taki ponury głos, że tak powiem. Dobra, lecimy. O, on tu trzeba. Amunicja jej. Tak. Plus 4 amunicji, jest pięknie.
You again? What do you want this?
Why so defensive? Petrus, you have a proposal to make, I believe.
That's right. I've thought of a little scheme that could make us all very rich. You know me, so you also know I'm quite clever, and that my ideas are always fruitful.
You have a reputation of being a first-class manipulator.
Wait.
You really take me for an...
Jeszcze raz. Nie mówcie mi, że muszę wykupić charyzmę na jeszcze jeden level. Nie planowałem jeszcze tego. Spróbujemy bez charyzmy. Albo dobra, zobaczymy. No to lecimy. ogóle przedstawienia przyszłość. Bo chciałem też sprawdzić magii. To może być ciekawe. Bardzo. To zapiszmy. I lecimy dalej. Uzdrowić sama Feus nie dał rady, pomóc Konstantynowi, jak pamiętamy, więc może to mi się uda, co przeprowadzić temu szamanowi.
I have a very lucrative proposal for you. You know that everyone knows. You were expecting. I'm well aware of that. I know my opponent, but let's suppose my opponent draws out the fight a bit. For the beauty of... I'm starting to see what you're... This fight don't interest me. The odds against you... But if we make all the gamblers lose by letting you hang it... We could win a nice little... Organising this will entail some costs for me. If you pay me in advance, you won't be tempted to play any trick. We can definitely reach it. Absolutely not. I'd have a I may not be a Is that a...
Dobra. Spróbujmy charyzmą jeszcze raz. Znaczy teraz charyzmą spróbuję. Negocjacje lepiej raczej nie wyjdą. Spróbuję jeszcze raz.
Why is that? They do say that you are devious. Perhaps to...
My friend here loves...
I've gained quite a reputation. I'm no fool, though. I know I won't last long against it.
Yeah, I've seen the odds. Everyone expects you.
Let us suppose that our champion is a little less...
If the fight can last at least 5 minutes...
And I'd keep a little of my pride.
Very well. I'll arrange it. Don't take advantage of the deal and try to beat the champion. If you do, he'll wipe the floor. You want to get your money.
Chyba już pamiętam drogę na pamięć, więc jest dobrze. Ogarniam teren. Tak, i to bardzo. lecimy. Chyba zdążymy chyba. Do budynku. Nice. I się respie. Ładnie wygląda, bardzo ładnie. Jak szlachcic, jak ten... Właśnie z tego Jonasa Nauta, w tym pierwszych misjach jeszcze w misji w Seren też tak miał pancerz, bo był szlachcicem, no więc dobrze. No wreszcie ubiór godny naszej posady, że tak powiem. Mam pokonać czempiona. Jednak ciekawe, bardzo ciekawe. Ci mówią to, ci tamto i nie mogę go pokonać. Nice.
Ready to accept? Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be... Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Your friends must remain in the...
Yes.
So...
Jezu, on jest dobry.
What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And here are your winnings from the combat.
Bravo! A
Bravo.
glorious victory, which has made all the...
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelius.
That is true. Politics is an extremely...
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment.
Dobra, myślę, że jakiś zamach znowu. To lecimy. Dalej ładuj się. Sam Faust, lecimy. Do kardynaliny. Ciekawe, czy cukiereczek jest zachwycony, czy nie, bo mówię, że przegrał niby. Tylko może nie chodzi o to, żeby się wytrzymał jakiś czas z mistrzem, więc dobra. Nie jest chyba aż tak źle. Dam radę. Mam nadzieję. Oczywiście jak jeżeli uda się na misja, to Petrus będzie miał z nami już przez taką bestię. Pokonaliśmy w lesie wtedy, nad tą rzeką właśnie tu. Potężny był, ale z amunicją się udało. Dobrze wyekspiłem pistolet. No ale wracając jeszcze, no Petrusem będziemy przyjaźń, więc bonus do charyzmy. Więc będziemy dominować w charyzmie. Zgrajesz mam ulepszoną o 1 stopień. Plus mam jeszcze pelerynę. Plus to będą 3 już levele. Więc to będzie bardzo dużo, że tak powiem. No to trzeba pogadać z matką.
Lord de Sade. And you, what can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
Will you just let him believe that I would lose?
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans. I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine.
Is that what you're expecting? Ah, but I'm sure that this sly old... You hope that I'll support you when you court the right... You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what is she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened, it's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child. Your real mother.
My mother? Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with someone.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your... damnation. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have...
I understand how you feel, my child. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you.
Be careful, de Sade. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
Akcja się rozwinęła jeszcze bardziej. Ale według mnie to już czas, żeby zakończyć na dzisiaj. Dziękuję wszystkim serdecznie za obecność. Życzę miłej nocy, dobranoc z Bogiem. No, jutro będziemy kontynuować lub kiedyś tam. Mam nadzieję, że ktoś to będzie oglądał w ogóle. Jeżeli coś jest nie tak, proszę mi to powiedzieć lub napisać z dźwiękiem lub coś. Dobranoc.